Welcome to section 9.1, Introduction to JavaFX. This is a big one. You're about to move beyond console-based apps and step into the world of graphical user interfaces, or GUIs. JavaFX makes that possible in Java. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to create a JavaFX project, understand the structure of a basic JavaFX app, work with nodes and panes, and explain how the scene graph fits together. Let's kick off with a scenario. It's almost time for final exams and you want to study with friends. But where should you meet? What is the most central spot between your dorms? It sounds like a math problem, but we can turn this into a GUI app, and JavaFX will help us visualize the answer on a map. That's where JavaFX shines, creating applications with windows, buttons, and graphics. In this section, you will eventually build a program that maps out dorms and shows where to meet by dragging values and seeing the center update live. You'll see how it works in the sample video file, campusmap.mp4. Watch how each dorm is displayed as a square. You can click and drag values below each dorm to adjust populations. The central point updates based on your input. In exercise 1, open campusmap.mp4 and observe its contents. Now, sure, that demo isn't using your campus. That's the challenge for this section. You will learn everything you need to recreate the same idea using your school's campus map, your own dorm names, and your group of friends. Let's learn how to build something interactive and personal. In exercise 2, create a basic JavaFX project using NetBeans or Eclipse. If you're using a different IDE, check its documents. Then try making simple changes. Change the button label, change what it prints when clicked, add another button, and resize the app window. It helps you get comfortable with the JavaFX layout. Here's the default JavaFX project skeleton. Here is a continuation of the default JavaFX project skeleton. Let's break it down. The start method is where your GUI logic goes. It's like the main method for JavaFX. The main method still exists, and it just launches the app. So what's a button? It's an object, just like any other class. It has fields, like the button's label text. It has methods like setting its position, and events like detecting a click. And button is also a node. A node is a visual object that's part of the GUI. Nodes can be buttons, rectangles, images, charts, sliders, pretty much any visual component. If it's something you can see on screen, it's a node. What happens when a button is clicked? Java uses an event handler, which is often written as an anonymous inner class. Yes, it looks a little clunky. Later on, we'll see how to clean it up with Lambda expressions. Creating a node like a button is simple. Button btn1 assign new button. btn1.setText hello. But just creating it doesn't make it visible. To display it, you must add it to the root node, then attach that root node to a scene. You can add nodes one by one or all at once. Just don't add the same node more than once. JavaFX will throw a compiler error. Usually the root node is a pane, like a stack pane. Let's talk about layout. Different panes arrange their child nodes differently. Stack pane stacks them literally. VBox puts them in a vertical column. Tile pane arranges them in a grid. To change layouts, just change the root node type. In exercise 3, try using .setLayoutY to move a button's position. Now switch your root node from stack pane to group. In a stack pane, the button won't move. In a group, it will. Group gives you absolute control. It's great for dragging or placing items freely. Fun fact, you can put a pane inside a group. That means you can keep your layout structure using HBox, VBox, etc. Then move the whole pane wherever you want within the group. In exercise 4, create an H-box with some buttons. Add the H-box to a group, then move it to the bottom of the screen using setLayoutY method. Let's visualize all this. How you decide to add nodes can be drawn as a scene graph. This is a scene graph, the structure that JavaFX uses to display content. Imagine it as a tree. The stage is a top-level window. It contains a scene. The scene contains a root node, like a group or pane. The root node contains other nodes, like buttons or images. Some nodes, like panes, can contain even more nodes. The scene holds everything you want to display, and the stage is the window. You can also set things like scene size, background color or image, cursor behavior. The stage can hold one scene at a time. This slide shows how the stage, scene, and root node and individual nodes are related. You can swap scenes in and out of the same stage. Primary stage.setScene, scene 1, and later on, primary stage.setScene, scene 2. Or if you need to, create multiple stages, each its own window. Use this sparingly. For most apps, one stage is enough. We used a single stage in Java Puzzle Board. If you used many stages, it would look messy to see windows opening and closing as you navigated through the menus. This is commonly done with tools, but not so much with games. Let's wrap it up. You now know how to create and launch a JavaFX project, work with nodes and panes, use layout managers like VBox, StackPane, and Group, understand the scene graph hierarchy like stage, then scene, then root node, then nodes.